we're just gonna go over a few safety reminders super quick. Just first and foremost, please remember to stay seated at all times. And also make sure you are keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs all the way inside of this truck. If you look right above your head, you'll see that animal spotting guide. That's gonna help you identify the animals out here. And our first stop today is the later Ituri forest. Since we're having our first animal coming on the left-hand side, you'll see that couple tiny black and white birds over the top of that hill. Those are the two saddle-bill storks. That is the largest kind of stork in Africa. Fully extending their legs, they can stand up to 5 feet tall at the shoulder. Now on the right hand side, since we're having another friend, we're gonna change our look really quick. This is the okapi. And this animal's known as the ghost of the forest because they are extremely hard to see. They're also well known for being very shy animals. On to the left, we're gonna look once again and you'll see some of the greater kudos. There's gonna be a better look at them. This is one of the biggest kind of antelopes in Africa, and those were some of the females. You can tell that because they don't have any horns. Now we're gonna keep moving around the forest. The animals over here rely on their natural camouflage for their survival. Once again, most forest antelopes and very reclusive animals will live on the forest. So on the left, so far we're moving along the home of the black rhinoceros. Last time I checked on him, he was taking a nap. He has a really good hiding spot just right at the end of the habitat, so we're just gonna move up a little bit more. Let's see if he's still laying down over there. I think he is. He was laying down just right against the wall, just right on the left. Oh, I guess he just moved. He's probably walking around somewhere. I don't see him anymore, so he's probably hiding around here. But that's okay, we're having another kind of rhino around their reserve. We're gonna have another chance to see some rhinos. In the meantime, let's see. Over to... Let's see, I don't see anything else over here since those were most of the animals so far. I guess they're all hiding from the rain, so we're just gonna start moving out. We're gonna make our way up through the Zappia river. Alright, we might have a great chance to see some animals over here. The Zappia River is the home of some aquatic animals, so you have to look up to the water. Let's look up for any bubbles or even dark shapes over here. And since we're gonna start out on the right hand side with the Nile hippopotamus and also the pink-backed pelicans. Those birds got their name because a pink coloration shows up on the back of their feathers only during their mating season, which is actually kind of cute. Now you'll have a chance to see the hippos right on both sides of the truck, so just please remember to stay seated at all times. There's gonna be another one coming just right on the right of me since he just sank under the water. Let's see if he decides to come up.
Oh, see, he's right there.
I don't think so. He's just moving around. But right on the left, you're having a few more. A group of hippos is gonna be known as a bloat-up hippopotamus. So you might notice those animals love to spend most of the day sink under the water, and this is mainly because they want to protect their skin from the sunburn. The hippos can hold their breath from about 5 to 8 minutes, and they also sleep under the water. They do this by using some of that muscle memory, so they can come up, take a breath, and sink all the way back down without waking up, which is super cool. And let's see, right on the left hand side, I also want you guys to keep an eye for the Nile crocodiles. I think you'll see a few of them already. And crocodiles, just like the hippopotamus, they are extremely territorial animals. Those reptiles are able to eat half of their body weight in a single sitting and almost half of their length. We can tell that crocodiles can eat up a 10-feet prey, so they will eat a lot of food. But the funny thing is that they barely eat around 55 full meals a year. We can also tell that they eat once every week, which is super impressive for a reptile of that size. Now coming right up, I think we're all good to head out of the river. You'll notice that the ecosystem, it is switching up. We're getting close to the Savanna. home of African elephants, zebras, and also giraffes. But just in the meantime, over to the right, you can see the baobab tree. This is also known as the tree of life or the upside down tree because it looks like it's upside down. Now, in reality, around the savannah, those trees are leafless for up to 9 months. So they will survive by holding around 4,000 gallons of water inside of that thick trunk during the dry season. Animals like the African elephants normally use their tusks to stab the baobab. They will open some holes and get the water out of the tree. So you can think about the tree of life as a giant juice box for some animals also. Now coming on the right hand side, you'll see this animal with those amazing horns. This is the Ankole cattle. These animals, also known as the Watusi cattle, they are a sign of wealth in Africa. Their amazing horns are super light for them, and they work as a cooling system. So if the Ankole cattle are super hot, they can just pump blood around their horns, and that helps them to cool off around 12 degrees. Hanging out with the Ankole cattle, you can see their Hartman mountain zebras. You have a chance to see 2 of the new babies. We have the babies born about 6 months ago. They were both born inside of their reserve. You'll see each of their moms around here also. The group of zebras is known as a dazzle. And this is one of my favorite zebra facts. Zebras are actually born with brown stripes, not black, but they're getting a little darker already. Plus they're wet, so they look way darker than they actually are. Oh, but right on the left, we're also having the African painted ducks just laying down inside of that rock. This little animal is also known as the wild dogs, and a group of them it is known as a pack. That is one of the most successful hunters on the whole savannah because they will hunt in groups. And right on the left, you're looking at the sable antelopes. This animal is the official symbol of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve because they're known for being fighters and very brave animals. Besides running away from their predators, they will face them because they're also really strong. Their strength makes them able to knock down even a lion. Let's see. Let's keep an eye around. Alright, since there are a few more friends coming on the right hand side, you can see some wildebeest. A group of wildebeest is gonna be known as a herd, but also a confusion of them. We'll get a little closer to them in just a second, but on the left you can see this couple of elands also. This is the biggest kind of antelope in Africa. They can grow up to 2,000 pounds. This is a male and a female. The female is the one standing up just right on the back. And the male is the one eating just some grass. And let's see, on the right you'll have a better look at some of those wildebeest. Right behind them you can see a few of those tiny brown and white antelopes. Those are the springboks. They're one of the fastest land animals in the earth, running up to 55 miles per hour. I sense that there's a few of those wildebeest running around. It says that they're trying to catch up with the group. But right on the left, pretty sure most of you guys are familiar with this animal already. You'll see the Maasai giraffe. And a group of giraffes is going to be known as a tower of giraffes. Maasai giraffes are the largest subspecies of the giraffe, growing up from the 16 to the 20 feet length. You can also tell they're Maasai because of some jagged and irregular spots they have on their coats. Right on the left, you can see one of the African elephants right on the back. Unfortunately, that road's closed for us right now. We're just gonna keep moving up and we're gonna see if we can find the rest of the family. You'll have another chance to see those wildebeest on the left. You'll notice that they move along in really big groups. Their groups can grow up to 1.5 million wildebeest. And on the right, you'll have a better look at those little springboks.
There's actually
We're gonna keep moving up. Let's see if we can find a few more of those African elephants. Because right on the left hand side, you'll see a few of them. This is the largest land animal in the earth and also the biggest of the 3 kinds of elephants. The females can grow up to 14,000 pounds, while the males will be even bigger. It will get up to 18,000 pounds once fully grown. There's gonna be a few more coming right up. But also we're gonna get into the water because we're getting to the home of the greater flamingos. The group of flamingos is gonna be known as a flamboyance.
There's the hidden Mickey.
Greater flamingos are the tallest of the flamingo species, also with one of the lightest of the pink colorations. That's why they look a little white. We're gonna make a quick stop right uphill. You'll have a great view of both that elephant and those flamingos around. Yes, from right up here, I think we're all good to say goodbye to them. We're gonna head out of the West Savannah, and we're making our way around this Savannah East. This is the home of another big friend, the white rhinoceros. Just right on the left, you can see one of the moms and one of the babies. And there's gonna be one just coming out of the head. We're just gonna go a little slow. So the white rhinos are the friendliest of the 6 of the rhino species. Make sure we're staying a little quiet around here because rhinos have very sensitive ears. Oh, this one got a little scared. Now you'll notice that they love to roll into the mud. Rhinos, just like the elephants, have very dry skin, and that's because both of those animals do not sweat. So they will roll into the mud to use that as a protector layer. So they will use it as a sunblock and also as a bog repellent. They also love the rain. They're having a great time right now. Once again, white rhinos are really friendly. That's why you see that they can freely walk around this section of their reserve. They can just cross the road and just walk wherever they want. Right on the left, we're gonna keep an eye around this top of the hill. This is the home of some cheetahs. Let's see if we can find them. I think there's a few of them just running away from the rain. We have about 5 cheetahs around the reserve. They're all females, also all sisters. They love to hang out together. They're the ones standing up just right in the middle of the hill on the left. This is of course the fastest land animal, running up to a speed of 60 miles per hour in around 3 seconds. Those 2 on the left, those were some of the twins. Alright, it's coming right up on the left hand side. I want you guys to take a quick look up to the front. You may see the ears of that female lion is popping out of one of the rocks. She's hiding really good right in front. I can barely see her black ears just coming out of the rock. She's a little hard to see right now. We're just gonna move along the rock. Let's see if we can have another chance to see her. I guess right on the left, this is a pride rock, so of course this is the home of the lions. Oh, but right on the right, this is where we're having a few more of those white rhinoceros. I think this little one's gonna go up to the rest of the group. Oh.
Yeah, he's over there, yeah.
And let's take a quick look on the left. I don't see them over this side. They're probably hiding from the rain. And that's okay. We're gonna see if we can find something else around here.
last time we saw an ostrich.
Alright, let's see. Right on the right hand side, I think we're gonna catch up with some ostrich. Those are gonna be some of the girls. So those are some females. You can tell that because of the gray color of their feathers. Normally they're a lot lighter, but they're so wet, poor things. Oh, it says that those ladies are watching out for some eggs. I see a few of those eggs just right on the right also. They're gonna be just sitting down on the grass. Their eggs can grow up and be super heavy, to about 3 pounds.
Wow.
Alright, but I think we're all good to head up to the last section of their reserve. This is gonna be Magadi Glen. And home of one of the cutest animals around. The thing is, like, unlike the rhinos, the animals around here do not like the rain at all. You'll see that. This is the home of the Nigerian fur goats. The goats are very social and also super playful animals, and on top of that, one of the most domesticatable animals in the world. Just because of how friendly they are. They also just grew up to that tiny size, so there's a chance there was some full-grown adults just right around the group. Around this point, I always like to recommend people that if you want to have an up-close view with some of the goats today, actually pet them. You can do that here at the park. You don't have to pay anything for that experience. You just go up to Rafiki's Planet Watch down below. And Rafiki's is also here in Africa. That is a little train ride. And the train is gonna drop you off on a conservation station. There's a petting zoo over there, completely free, so you can pet some of the goats. There's pigs, small donkeys, and cattle also. They will close around 4:30 today, so you'll still have plenty of time. And also don't forget to check out the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. That is also here in Africa. That is a self-guide tour, so you can see a bunch of African animals around as well. Let's see. Of course, if you guys want to do another safari today, I highly encourage you to do it. Any safari is like another one. The animals are not always yet the same, and maybe many new friends will show up the next time that you come. As we get close to the end here in Harambe, we do not like to say goodbye. It is far too sad